UFC Fight Night Vallejos versus Emmett takes place this weekend, and today I'm gonna go through the entire card, give my prediction for every single fight on the card. So yeah, let's go. We'll start the main event: Kevin Vallejos versus Josh Emmett. I'm going with Vallejos. I think basically everyone is, but I'm gonna go with him by decision. I think most people think he's gonna get a finish here. I think Emmett will be tough enough to survive, but that's pretty much it. Maybe he'll have a little bit of success, maybe with the wrestling in the first round. I think on the feet he's going to be completely outclassed, like we've seen quite a bit with him. Uh, but yeah, I think he might get a takedown or something in the first couple of rounds, maybe steal the round. Vallejos does start a bit slower. We've seen that a couple of times, especially in his last fight against Giga, when he's trying to get his reads, manage his distance, all that. We have seen it before, so I think it'll be a competitive like first round, and people will be thinking, oh, maybe this kid's not that good, and then he's going to style on him for the last 4 rounds. I think there might be like a 10-8 in there. I say like a 50-45, 50-44, like 49-45 scorecard. Something like that. Maybe he gets a 10-8 near the end. I could just see it being like the Ilya fight. Like, I know we make the comparison all the time of Kevin Ilya and the fight style and everything. I think this could be not as dominant, because I was like, what, 50-42? That's crazy. But I think Kev's going to pretty easily dominate him here. On the feet, show levels. And yeah, I think it's a good test for him. I don't know about it being a main event or it being the Apex. I'd rather have seen this like added to the 326 card as a 3 rounder, and then we could have Kev be in the main event, because I want to see him in front of a crowd. Like, this is the problem. He's had 4 UFC fights when you count this one, and they're all in the Apex. Like, you've actually got a chance to build up a good star here, like a big star, and you're showing him on the Apex prelims, now the Apex main event, which is alright, I guess. But get him on the main card of a pay-per-view, man. Come on. Once he beats Emmett, which hopefully he does, then let's get him out the Apex. Let's get him in a crowded arena versus Yair or something like that. But yeah, Emmett versus Vallejos. I'm going with Vallejos decision. Pretty easy one there. Co-main event: Lemos versus Robertson. I have no fucking idea. I'll go Lemos. I think she's alright. I'm pretty sure Robertson's a big favourite. Well, she might not be. I have no clue. I'll go Lemos. She's actually kind of decent for the division. I think her last fight was Suarez. If it actually wants to let me click on her thing. Okay, it's not going to. Okay, I think her last fight was Suarez, and I'm pretty sure that she, like, arguably won that one. Or was very close to winning it if she made a couple adjustments, maybe for a couple more elbows or something in a certain situation. And Suarez is, like, one of the best in the division. And Robertson, I don't think she's fought anyone good. I can't remember the record off the top of my head. I'm gonna lie, I don't care about this fight. I get why this is the co-main, because like they're ranked what 5th and 8th or something like that. I think you just said, but like, yeah, 5 and 8. Put like Philly versus Delgado as the co-main event, something like that. You know, like Charles Johnson fight. Put something like that as the co-main event. Just because this is the highest one, get these fights like off the prelim, some of these, and put them on the main card, because people would rather see them. Like, I'd rather see Orobai than see the Robertson fight. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, just because they're higher ranked, the UFC always do this. We get random women's MMA co-main events that no one cares about. We get actual cool fights shoved on the prelims. And this is actually a good card. I'm more excited for this as a card as a whole than I was for 326. Because that card was just like, there was no hype for that. Like, that's a pay-per-view card. That's supposed to be a great card, and it was shit. This is supposed to be a shit card, but it's actually got entertainment-wise some absolute bangers. Like, this fight's probably going to be crazy. But, anyway, I'll just bring on a bit of a rant there. Like, this fight's going to be wild. I don't know why they've just made this the co-main event. Like, why is this the feature fight as well? No one cares. But yeah, I'll go Lemos, maybe. I guess. I don't really care. Next fight, Kutalaba versus Sai. I'm going to go Sai, but I'm not confident. Like, I feel like this could be like a close split decision again, because that seems to be what Kutalaba has against some prospects every now and then. Obviously, he beat Ibo, whatever his name is, Aslan. Lost to, who did he fight? Lost to Bakauskas by split decision, and there was a bit of like a questionable decision. So people thought he should have won it. And that's Bakauskas, who's actually pretty decent. Like, he's just outside the rankings, same as Umar Sai. And obviously, Sai lost to Menafield, and he came back and beat someone. Oh, Ribeiro. And he looked good. He took him down, destroyed him. But yeah, I feel like that's what he's got to try to do this weekend against Kutalaba. But I feel like it's just going to be a classic, like, slow-paced 29-28 split decision where neither guy really does enough to deserve the win. So it just depends on who the judges think. And then whoever loses will complain about the decision. They start shouting like, oh, once they lose it. But yeah, I'll go side by decision, I guess. Now this next fight I'm excited for. Philly versus oh shit. Philly versus Delgado. Our sons, obviously, Nathaniel Wood smoked both of these guys. I was there for the Philly fight. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go Medina. What the fuck? I'm going to go Delgado. I'm still thinking about fucking Jose Medina getting released by the UFC. Give him another shot. He's only 0-5, but anyway. Jose Delgado, I'll go with him by probably finish. I can see a knockout or a submission there. Club and sub situation, potentially. Philly's not actually that bad. His record looks bad, but he's been fighting, like, good guys for a while now. For like Max Holloway out back in the day, you know? He's only like 35 or 36, I think. And he feels like he's older because how long he's been around. But I'm going to Delgado here. I don't think he's ranked level, like at that level already. I know he lost to Wood, but I also think Wood is that high. And that wasn't a fucking robbery for everyone who thinks it was. Go back and watch it without DC's fat ass on commentary. Just turn commentary off and you can see how clearly Wood won round 3. But it was a sick fight either way. I think both guys are better than some of the guys in the rankings right now. I think both guys are better than Emmett by a mile. I'd rather see Wood versus Vallejos than fucking Vallejos versus Emmett. And I'd rather see Delgado versus Vallejos. Like, these are some fights I want to see. These are some sick fights, but hopefully we get him in the next few years. But yeah, I'm going to go Delgado. I think he gets this done by finish in the first couple of rounds. Philly's good. He's just not, like, at that level. Like, you see, if it actually lets me go on his record. Like, once he takes up a little step in competition. Yeah, no, it's not working today. I don't know what's going on. Once he takes that little step up in the competition, he always loses. Like, lost to Ige, loses to Wood. I feel like he's going to lose this one. Like, he could beat some of the other guys. He could beat Christian Rodriguez, who aren't at that level where they're, like, in the rankings or should be in the rankings. But he can beat the guys just below. But I do think Delgado is maybe elite. I won't go that far. But he is very good. And I think he'll be ranked within the next few years. So I'll go Delgado by finish. Next fight. Rakai, I think that's how you say it, versus Harry Hardwick. They're doing Harry Hardwick so dirty. Like, I liked watching him in Cage Warriors. I saw his TikToks and stuff. He's funny. He does training videos and stuff. And obviously I like all the English guys, but what is this matchmaking? Even his debut, you give him Kaue Fernandez on a day's notice. Well, not a day, but like on 3 days' notice, upper weight class. Like, what the fuck is that? At least give him an easy fight after, not this guy. But yeah, Rakai, he's not actually that good. He's just crazy, like, durable and hits hard, I guess. Like, dangerous guy. That Contender Series fight was nuts. But at the same time, he did also get knocked out about 4 times in that fight and then came back to win. Like, that could have been stopped multiple times. And the ref, like, if the ref stopped it, no one would have complained. But he came back and won. Thing is about Hardwick, he's so shit, like, skill-wise. But he can take a lot of punishment and then kind of tire you out and just walk forward. And gas you out and put pressure on you and get the finish or get the decision. And I feel like he might do that here. I'm going to just say it. I'm going to pick him just because he's a big underdog. I want to try to get one big underdog right on every card. I did it with Bobby Green. I think last week I hit one as well. But I might have been wrong, actually. I can't remember. I want to get like one big underdog every card. There's going to be a couple this one, but I think Hardwick's like almost a plus 300 favourite, so fuck it, I'll go with him. By decision, I guess. Maybe Rakai. You know what? This, I might predict a draw. Maybe a 10-8 for Rakai in the first round, and then Hardwick comes back and fucking wins the last 2 rounds. Watch out for that. Put some money on it. Don't do that. But Rakai also might just nuke him in the first round. I feel like that's what's probably going to happen. I just don't want to say it because I love Harry Hardwick. Give him an easy fight after this. They'll probably cut him because it's the UFC. But give him an easy fight after this if he loses. Or if he wins, give him a title shot. Next fight, Pacino versus Asplund. This is easy in terms of Pacino's levels above him. And I would normally think he's going to destroy him. But he has had a broken hand recently and admitted it. Which does scare me a little bit. But at the same time, he's also posting like workout videos. He's doing push-ups and stuff. He's posting on Instagram. I don't know why this ain't loaded. But, so I think he's alright. If you've got a broken hand, you ain't doing push-ups. And especially if you're like a week out from the fight, you don't want to potentially aggravate it even more. So I'm assuming it's fully healed now. He might just not have been able to train with it for a while. But even then, I think with a broken hand, he could probably still beat Asplund. Because he's just, oh, no, now it works. Because he's just levels above him. Look at the fucking physicality difference. Jesus Christ. He's physically just much bigger, stronger. Well, not bigger, but you know what I mean. Muscular. What is going on with these fucking UFC? The UFC can't do anything right. Why is their whole thing playing up, man? I've like 20 minutes I can record this video and it's doing this shit. But, yeah. What was I saying? Pacino's just levels above Asplund basically everywhere. And this isn't going to work anymore. So we might have to look at Steven Asplund for the rest of this fucking video. But, bro, this is genuinely annoying me now. But yeah, I'll go Petrino by probably first round finish. What the fuck is like, bro? Whoever, oh my god, just fire everyone at the UFC. Yeah, I'll go Petrino by first round sub. Next fight, Johnson versus arm triangle. There you go. I'm gonna get that precisely right. First round arm triangle. Next fight, Johnson Silva. This should be on the main card. Don't know why it isn't. Oh my god, UFC, fix your fucking thing. I'm gonna go Bruno Silva as an underdog again. He's 5'4". I'm pretty sure he's 5'3" on the other thing. Charles Johnson got knocked out like 2 months ago, less than 2 months ago, pretty badly. I watched the fight back yesterday, and now he's turning around. He's basically had a full camp. He got knocked out and went into training camp a week later. That's not a good look, especially against Silva, who does crack. He's got like the fourth most knockdowns in, or like the third most knockdowns in flyweight history, something like that. And I was watching Johnson's last fight. He's so open to the left hook, and that's what got him knocked out versus Perez. That's what got him rocked first, or dropped first, and then what got him hit again and finished. And Silva throws out a lot. You drop park with it. It's always there against Johnson. And I feel like he's just gonna get hit by it again, clipped by it again early, and put away. Johnson also leaves his neck out quite a lot, especially when he's hurt. And Park did that in his last fight against Silva, and he just snatched it up immediately. I do think I don't get why Johnson's a favourite in this fight. Every time he's a favourite, he seems to drop the ball. So that's even more reason for me to pick Silva. And it's also like, I've completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, Silva's fights against Van and Cap kind of made people think he ain't that good. And now that we know that those are arguably the two best in the division, along with Pantoja, I think they're the top three right now, and then Tyra and Rory Valor just outside. I think now looking back at it, it's like, oh shit, those fights for Silva aren't that bad of a look. You know, getting smoked by Cap and smoked by Van. I know Johnson beat Cap, but not Van, Cap. Johnson beat Van, but even then, it was a year difference. And with Van, that's like two completely different fighters. And yeah, I'm just go Silva. Johnson getting knocked out 2 months ago was not a good look, especially when he went straight back into training camp, straight back into sparring. He's not going to be recovered. Silva hits hard. He's good fighting on the front foot. Charles Johnson is not good fighting on the back foot. That's how he loses. Any fight he loses is because of that. So I'm going to go with Silva here. I don't know why he's an underdog, so hopefully he wins. This is where he gets nuked, because it probably is going to happen. This next fight, Tavares-Anders, I don't fucking care. Tavares was really bad last time out, so I guess I'll go... Anders doesn't look good ever. I don't care. Alright, my prediction for this fight is they both retire after. There we go. No one cares about who wins. Next fight, Curtis versus Orolbai. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this matchmaking with Orolbai. He moved up from 155 to 170, and now they're just giving him all the guys who moved down from 185 to 170. He fought Jack Hermanson, now he's fighting Chris Curtis. I'm going to go with Orolbai, though. Lighter man skill, you know. Lucas Tracy. He tried to warn us. We can never look past this. I know Max kind of disproved it against Charles on the weekend, but Charles was a former featherweight, so we can still roll with it. Yeah, I'll go Orolbai. I think he's actually pretty decent for welterweight. You've seen him like walk down Eros Medic on his debut, like a day's notice, like a week's notice. We've seen what he did to Jack Hermanson, even though that it was impressive, but at the same time it's like he got knocked out a few months ago and now he's having a really bad weight cut. So I don't know. But Curtis, you know, he nearly lost to Max Griffin. There's an argument for Griffin. I do think Curtis won, but I think if Orolbai just gets on the front foot here, everyone's saying he needs to wrestle against Curtis, and Curtis has good takedown defense. I don't even know if he has to do that. I think he can keep on the feet, just walk forward and just throw shots, and Curtis will back up and do his classic weird ass stance. I don't even know what he's trying to do. He's trying to make it look. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's like fucking guys. I can't even explain it. There's probably a name for it. I just woke up. And you're gonna like complain about the decision on TikTok Live like he always does. Like, man, I just thought I did enough. And Sean's just gonna be like, Curtis, you fucking. Anyway, you know, yeah. Curtis is gonna cry about the decision. I don't know how him and Sean are friends. That's just a separate issue. But yeah, I'll go Orolbai, or maybe by finish. I can see a finish here. I think he's gonna walk forward and just beat the shit out of Curtis. And hopefully after that he can fight an actual welterweight that's not 57 times bigger than him. Even though he keeps beating them, and I think he's gonna carry on this weekend, but fuck it. Orolbai by something. I don't know. Domination. Next fight, Oki versus Souza. I saw the odds for this. Souza's a pretty big favourite, but I'm not entirely convinced should be the odds. Oki, like, he's lost to Mason Jones, but he basically finished Jones. But then he got that great British recovery, and he came back and knocked him out, or TKO'd him. I think he lost to Chris Duncan. Again, that's not that bad of a loss, really. I think he beat Michael Aswell on a couple of days' notice, or I might think of someone different. I do think it was him though. That's not a bad win, even on a few weeks' notice for Aswell. He's looking pretty good right now. He's fighting next weekend, but I'm gonna go. I don't know who to go here. I'll go Souza, but I'm not that confident. I saw he's a big favourite, like I said. I don't know if I agree with that, but like he got dominated for the first 2 rounds of his contend. Well, the first like round and a half. It wasn't even dominated. He just got taken down. Like it just looked too easy, and he couldn't get up. And his opponent gassed out, and he finished him. It was a crazy fight. I remember I had money on Souza, so I was happy, but it wasn't that good of a look. But at the same time, I don't think Oki's like that grappling and wrestling. Like, I don't think he's a big threat. That mostly he likes to stand and bang. But I could see Oki knock him out. I could see Oki getting a decision win. You know what? Fuck it. I'll go Oki. Let's go. He's probably going to get ran through, but fuck it. He's a big underdog. This guy's first UFC fight. A lot of the time they underperform. I'll go with him. I like him as well. Because I feel like if he loses, he's going to get cut. I don't want to see him get cut because he's entertaining. But yeah. Next fight, Lacerda versus Souza. I'm going with Souza. He looked pretty good on the Contender Series. It was like a day after his dad died as well, which is crazy. And Lacerda, he fought one time in the UFC. I think it was against like Simon Oliveira or some shit. I have no idea. He looked okay, I guess. But I think Souza's way better. This is not going to fucking load again. I think he'll win it. He'll just do whatever he wants to a decision. Take him down, beat him up on the feet. Do whatever he wants. And yeah, I'll go Souza decision. I'm not even going to spend a long time on this. I'll go B Mosquito. She'll probably take it down the summer in like the first couple of minutes. Next fight, Smith versus you. Like, why is this the second fight on the prelims? I have no idea, but sure. Elijah Smith versus you. I think I got Smith. I do think this is a closer fight than people make out. I know Smith's like the young up-and-coming guy. He got that crazy knockout in his last fight. But I think this will be a tough test. But I think he'll do enough. I think he'll win a decision. I don't think he'll finish you. He's a tough guy. And Smith is dangerous. He could find a knockout. But I don't think he will. I'll go with him by decision here. I'm excited for this fight, though. This card's pretty decent, like I said. It's just annoying that half of these fights are in the Apex. Like, get this in front of a crowd. Get Elijah Smith in front of a crowd. Souza would probably be popular in front of a crowd because of the story he had with this last fight. This fight in front of a crowd. This fight in front of a crowd. This fight needs to be in front of a crowd. Like, there's literally a UK card next week. Why is this not on there? Oh my fucking god, UFC. I'm just going to leave it. And then the first fight of the card's like Sam Hughes, I think. I'll go Sam Hughes by something because she keeps winning. She's like 8-1 as a UFC underdog or some shit like that. It's crazy. But yeah. Oh, this guy beat Zhao Long. I remember that. That still doesn't change anything. Just because he should have beat Cody Garbrandt doesn't mean he's good. Like, the UFC is being fucking weird with this website. I don't know what's going on today. But yeah, that's everything. Vallejos was the main one. I can't even remember who else I picked. A couple underdogs I picked. Silva, Hardwick, kind of. But yeah, that's everything. I don't know what I'm going to drop tomorrow. Something I'll figure it out right now. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, Kevin Vallejos. We are continuing our title run.